Budget.
ENT. You got to say that second part with us, gang. You know what it is. It's 2024. It's time to leave that hate where? At the door. We ain't rocking with that this year. If you hating on somebody, you whack. If you in my comment section hating, guess what? You whack. All right. So warnings, disclaimers, caution before entering. I'm so sick of repeating this. Like here you are now. So if you go past this point, it's your fault, not ours. Yours. I may pause 5 times. I could pause 50 times. All right. I could talk for 20 seconds. I could talk for the next 5 minutes. Literally. If you're new here, it's on you. You've been warned. If you're not new here, you know the deal. Okay. If you find yourself getting mad or upset, pissed off, angry, a couple steps for you. You can fast forward past the talking, which I don't know why you came here. 2, you can just back out. That's cool too. The real people will stay. Or 3, the channel slogan, you can just take it up with your mama because we don't care. Okay. Uh, it's home of the 1 to 10. If you don't like the score, I don't care. It's my first time hearing it, not his first time hearing it, so our scores are going to be different. It's just a good way to initiate conversations. And if you find yourself disliking that too, I kindly refer you back to step 3 and take it up with your mama. I also encourage you to come by and check out the other content on the channel. You may find another artist that you like, another genre of music that you like as well. Look at the links below. Go follow your boy on other platforms. We're always posting everywhere. I'm literally awake 24 hours a day. uh, Anything you want to put in?
Oh no, let's get into it.
All right, so Money Game Part 3. Actually kept it under 2 minutes today. All right, so everybody gets pissed off about it. Should be gone now, right? Let's get into it. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep it short. Okay, so take it up with your mama. I don't care. We don't neglect instrumental play over here. And this is another facet to the diamond that I didn't even know Ren had. Like, this is brilliant piano play. Boy, if you fucking like get visually disoriented, boy, that was the time for it. Excuse me. But once again, take it over with your mama because I don't care. We don't neglect vocals over here either. Like, what do you think this is? It's like very opery, very, very melodical. Like, it's very nice. Like, it's always something different when I come in here. Like,
there's levels to everything that he has.
So many levels. It's layers, donkey. Layers. Like, it's just a faceted diamond that's like got 36 sides to it. Like every time I like, it's hard to compare him to himself because each time I get something different.
Yep.
The earring had me throwed. It's an illusion type of deal. Like it looked like it was some kind of infinity loop riding through here.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about.
Okay, so basically it's just, the quintessential, you got to fit in this mold, the old status quo. Like this is my version of a man, and you must be that version of a man. Otherwise, you're not a man. It's archaic, is what it is. Like that shouldn't define you as a man. Like not at all.
Out you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports overboard.
So it sounds like daddy done switched up on him. Like daddy's like, yo, look, do it this way. This is how you do it. And he takes right. Oh, that's the rain. Damn. Tin roof. That shit gets loud. I can hear that over in the headphones. That's how loud the tin roof. See, it's a southern thing. If you're not from the south, you don't understand. Like we got tin roofs down here. Like it is loud. I don't know. Yeah, it's not picking on. It's loud as shit though.
Orders from the.
But anyway, I paused it again. Take it over with your mama. So it's just like dad was like, do this, and now his son's doing this, and he's, you evil with it. I mean, it's
giving him another step to keep going up and up and up and up. Like he's never satisfied with anything. You got to keep climbing and climbing and climbing.
Isn't that how parents are though? Like I tend not to be that way. Like I push Junior into doing football, but like I don't overly want him to pursue that. Like once the moment it's not being for him no more. Like we're not gonna push him into it. But like I don't know, ain't no way. Especially then flip on him later in life and be like, no, I can't support you in your decisions. Like, nah, that's garbage.
Exports out of
just as a father, like, nah, ain't no way.
Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with no body.
I did it again. Take it up with your mama. I don't care. So this is basically like that movie, War Dogs, where it's just like the dude just started out, doing everything that he was doing, and then he switched into like selling ammunition, it's war for profit. If you didn't know, war is profit. That's why it's so prevalent these days.
To stop it, blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets the call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then
Do you know why he got like that?
Just that switch.
No, after his dad. Do you know why he went the way he went? Because he never lived up to his dad's expectations. He never filled that mold. He never got approved. He never got that I'm proud of you.
Yep.
And the most dudes from that generation, they don't have the emotional capacity to be like, hey, I'm proud of you for what you have and haven't got to accomplish, and I just love you at the end of the day. Like, that's why he spiraled the way he spiraled after his daddy passed, because he never got that validation from his daddy. And shit, look, gang, it wouldn't be one of my videos if something didn't get fucked up at least once, okay? And that's for, as a man, you know, not getting that from your father. Like, it's one thing from your mother, but to never have your father's approval, to never hear your father be like, I'm proud of you for, you know, doing what you've done, like that eats and kills a man at the end of the day, especially if he dies on you and you never got a chance to, you know, live up to his expectations. Because as a boy, that's all you really do. You look at your dad as a superhero, and I need to be as good or better than my father was.
chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Y'all better play.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free.
I mean, I get that, you know, money, but you spend your life chasing that shit, bro. You're just gonna end up in the same wooden box that the next person would too. And he's like, I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as, you know, experience and memories. Like, if we had fun that day, that's more valuable than any amount of money that I could have made that day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, you can always get something without money. Like, money is not a necessity. Like, it's nice to have it, but you don't really fucking need it. Like, you really don't. I mean, you can grow food, you can hunt food, you can make clothes, you can make basically everything. You just got to know how to do it. So technically, you don't need the money. It's nice to have it, but you spend your whole life chasing it, you'll lose the happiness of having a life. Chase it for a little while, get you a little bit, do what you gotta do, but don't spend your life chasing that shit, bro. You end up like this and like questioning your morality, your morals, you know, the shit you've done to get where you are. Like, you stepped on X amount of people, you shit on everybody, you burnt so many bridges, you got nowhere to go if shit crashes. Like,
Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention, politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention, law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
'Tis all fucking facts. Just it.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains.
I've been screaming this for like the past fucking 50 fucking videos. Like, if we would just all get along, stop fighting over imaginary shit, imaginary lines, and letting these motherfuckers divide it. Like, I don't care. The way I was raised, bro, if I see you walking down the street and you give me any kind of white person face, and yes, you know what I'm talking about with the white person face, the little hit you with, I wave at everybody. I've been on job sites where people are like, you're not allowed to talk to nobody, you're not allowed to talk, interact with anyone here on campus. Like, I'm sorry, sir. Like, I wave. If you stop and say hello to me, I will fucking say hello back.
Yep.
I'm like,
it's just not the way to live.
I'm not doing that. Like, you cut yourself off from so many different people. Like, I grew up in the cultural melting pot. I grew up, HUD housing. It was food stamps. Like, I lived in a lot of hooded areas and poverty areas. So I grew up in a melting pot of people, and like the amount of people I've met just through dialogue and the conversations I've had, like, ain't no way in hell I would ever just like, no, I'm not fucking with you. Like, I wave at everybody. Like, this is how it is.
But if we teach kids in school,
If we could just get past those barriers, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine how far we could be versus where we've came a little bit, but we could be so much further if we had our attention on learning, making better households, learning how to, work together, progressing everything around us agriculturally, educationally, technology wise. Like, if we could just figure out how to come together and do all these things, it'd be a much better, it'd be a utopia in a sense. Like, you wouldn't be able to eliminate all the bad shit and all the crime and shit. Like,
schools too.
it would be better than it is now. There would be a lot less corruption if we could figure out how to get along. Maybe, and about 18 feet from the mic, my damn foot itches. And like, maybe if this fucking planet lasts that long, maybe in 8-9 generations from now, something like that would be possible. But in today's, it's just the narrative is constantly pushed to hate each other. It's 17
It's
minutes.
a joint effort. Everybody's got to come together, and
you got to get over your own bullshit and just understand that we're all here together. Like, it's 18 minutes. I don't care, gang.
Always be sheep and put themselves before the herd. If there's more money for me,
20 minutes.
then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Shit, the vision, everything. That was pretty good. That was definitely better than the first two. That was way more storytelling. That was way more.
absolutely.
That was more about a single person's journey into a life like that than it was into just this is corruption, look over here is corruption. This is more of like how someone gets into something like that. This is definitely better than the first two. He does have a couple. He has two high nines and a this is actually for me better than the other two. Music video wise, story wise, lyrically wise, the content of what she was saying wise, uh, instrumentally was better than the first two. Overall, for me, this was better than the first two. This was a good way to end the trilogy. I'm gonna put this 9.2 for me. Because like I said, this is better than the first two in a lot of ways. Now that may be different for you.
Yeah, I personally have it at like a 9.5, just from the amount of times that I've seen it and the different stuff that you catch in this video. The more that you watch it, it's kind of crazy. Like when he spins the globe, it just so happens, it wasn't scripted or anything in the video. It just so happens to land on Cuba as he's talking about moving imports out of Cuba and everything like that.
Oh yeah, I seen a comment about that,
Yeah,
and I
and,
tried not to privy myself on it too much.
Yeah.
I'm glad you touched on that because I wanted to touch on it, but I didn't want to. Be
Yeah,
like,
I was waiting for it to get all the way through before I started.
At any point, you could have been like, "Yo, take it up with your mama," because they know. Take it up with your mama. So yeah, I actually like that you came through with a pro score and not a rookie score, because a rookie score is a 9, an 8, a 7. It's a cop out. Like break it down for me.
Yeah,
Tell me how it
put
is.
a decimal in there.
Yeah, throw a decimal in there. Shit. Like that's how I know. Okay, so that was up there for you. Okay, now I know why it was up there for you. And it's some just bullshit score. Okay, what did I say mine was? Because I got fish brain.
A 9.2, I think. Yeah, 9.2.
We'll give it a 9.3 just for. Tyler got it a 9.5. So I mean that's pretty high up there. But you know the deal. If you've watched this far in the video, you are true MVP of this channel, and I really appreciate you. Like you coming by and rocking with me, you coming by, talking with me. I respond to everybody that's got something positive to say. Code word for this one will be up to Tyler because I'm tired of thinking of shit.
You would just make it money game.
That'll work for me. Money game
Perfect
is
end
the
of the
code word
trilogy.
for this one. You will not get your shout out till Tuesday unless I drop another Ren video in between them, which will probably happen. But it's going to be it for today. It's big love, guys. We are out of here.